tunic albugina shell, please. On the lateral surface between the appendage of the testicle and the body, there is a bazooka, a sinus. The egg itself is divided by septate partitions into numerous compartments, colleagues, into multiple compartments where there are already seed canals, convoluted seed canals that wind and twist throughout the structure. Shares somewhere between 200 and 300. Please proceed to the next slide. Eggshells. Dear colleagues, the matter at hand is the eggshells, which we are examining collectively and which we should be familiar with together. Please begin from the top and then proceed downwards to the egg. Skin, cutis, further, fleshy sheath, tunica dartos, further, outer seed coat, fascia, external spermatica. Next, the fascia and muscles that lift the testicle. Fascia and musculus gramosteric, further the muscle master. Muscle, lift testicle. Next, internal seed fascia, fascia and internal spermatics. Further, vagal appendage, namely vagal sheath of vaginal tunic, comprised of 2 sheaths, visceral and parietal. A total of 7 shells are obtained. Therefore, each individual shell of the egg, each individual structure of the eggshell is derived from the anterior abdominal wall. During the moment when the testicle descends through the inguinal canal, this occurs because by the 8th month, the testicle is positioned near the opening, which is known as the internal opening of the inguinal canal. She gradually descends through the internal inguinal ring, pushing forward the structures of the front buccal wall, layers of muscles, fascia, and other related components. So, by invaginating, it pushes these layers in front of itself, but where exactly does it push them? Inside the car. So, as it turns out, the eggshells are actually a derivative structure that is precisely formed by the anterior wall of the abdomen. Just so you know, next slide, please. Please, in this location, we have eggshells, and we possess the structure of the anterior abdominal wall. And here it is clearly shown from which structure of the anterior abdominal wall, which muscle, which fascia gives rise to which testicular membrane. Please, superficial fascia of the abdomen, abdomini fascia superficialis. She provides external seed pods, external spermatic pods for reproduction. Next, own belly faces. Abdominis faces propriety. Starts the phase and muscles that lift the testicle. Phases and muscles of a bodybuilder, please. Third, abs. Leave the external ones alone. Internal oblique muscle and transverse. Musculus ophthalmicus internus abdominis and transversus abdominis. Paraus, what kind of shell do they give? Muscle lifting the testicle. Grimace muscle. Transverse fascia of abdomen, abdominis transversus fascia parausa. In morning seed fascia, interstermatica fascia. And finally, the omentum, tightly attached. The parietal omentum, specifically from the side of the abdominal cavity. There is a parietal omentum. It gives rise, a derived structure that gives rise to the vaginal membranes of the testicle. There's a tulicovia genalistes. Is there such a pathology in kids? Non-return of a mental appendage of peritoneum. Please slide, please, colleagues, please. Thank you, everyone. The formation of sperm, that is male sex cells, occurs only in the convoluted seminiferous tubules. That is, we have a cross-section of the testicle. There are lobes, septa, where convoluted seminiferous tubules gradually transition into straight seminiferous tubules, please. In each segment, there are multiple twisted seed canals, ranging from 1 to 5. Please note that the number of seed canals can vary from 1 to 5. Each one measures 70-100 centimeters in length. The combined length of all the analyses is half a kilometer. Just imagine that. Spermatozoon is generated from spermatogonium. In this specific instance, we have a cut. Oh dear, my testicles are in pain. Shown are the very unholy seed channels of phenols in section. And where are these cells located that produce? We reached an agreement because the endocrine and generative function takes place in the testicles. Please, here are the cells. Firstly, education of the cells themselves, that is, the first cells of an immature spermatozoon from a spermatogonium, please. Spermatogonium, when they mature, they gradually move towards the center. Please, towards the center. Sertoli cells, which are located between these cells, are a matrix. It is a supporting apparatus. Next, these are the Leydig cells responsible for producing the hormone, male sex hormone, testosterone, as well as androsterone. Please, this is already endocrinal. That is, Leydig cells are responsible for the endocrine function of the testes of Paralsta and spermatogonia, which are part of this epithelium, produce spermatozoa through synthesis. This is the generative function of the testes of Paralsta, involving the production of sperm cells. So, the sperm undergoes a maturation process for a duration of 65 days, but it remains immobile, coated with lecithin on the exterior. Maturation takes place from 12 years of age until the conclusion of life. The sperm reserve is incredible. I would like to extend my greetings to all the students and colleagues. It is worth noting that an average man releases an astonishing number of approximately 350-600 million spermatozoa in one ejaculation, which is truly remarkable and fascinating. From the total amount specified, merely 1% of the sperm is active and capable of reaching and fertilizing the egg cell during the reproductive process. Approximately 85% of sperm cells are killer sperm cells, specifically designed to target and eliminate foreign sperm cells. The remaining percentage of spermatozoa is old, inactive spermatozoa. They don't even reach the fallopian tubes of the uterus. They are concentrated in the area of the cervix. Merely 1% of them successfully manages to reach the egg cell. Out of this 1%, only one cunning, agile, and advanced sperm manages to penetrate the egg cell. Please, here in the area of the spermatozoid, it has heads. Please have a neck. There are mitochondria here because it is energy. What is inside the head of a spermatozoon? Sandal. At the conclusion of this sheath, there are two enzymes, trypsin and hyaluronidase. And for what? When a sperm approaches an egg cell, before penetrating, two enzymes are released from there, trypsin and hyaluronidase. They dissolve the outer shell of the egg cell and the sperm penetrates inside. Such a creation is happening.